Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor.
I'm Savannah.
And happy May, everybody.
Oh my gosh,
It's
happy
gonna be
May.
May.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, it's been May if you're listening, but we've been gone. Sorry, apologies for that.
Sorry.
We're busy.
Yeah, but I hope you listened to our episode of Haters.
You better have listened to Haters, and if you
Mhm.
didn't, go listen to it
Yes.
right now. I'm so excited to listen to it personally.
I know.
So, guys, we've been gone a minute. Honestly,
Yes.
it feels long for me sitting
Yeah.
here in this chair.
Honestly true.
We've experienced some fun things. We promised you guys that we would come back with the stories from Savannah, Georgia.
Oh my god.
And boy, do we have them for you.
Listen, my story, insane. But we'll get there.
Retweet.
We'll get there.
Retweet that.
We'll get there.
And we also have personal stories to share
Yeah.
from there as well.
Yeah.
That happened. So we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But before we do that, of course, we've seen some movies in the time that we've been away.
Yes.
We have been busy, so we haven't seen that many, honestly. But the first one that we saw, You, Me, and Tuscany.
That one was very it was really cute, but also very much kind of anxiety ridden a little bit because
For
it was like she was so fine to be like breaking into somebody's house. Like she was so okay with like traveling without, booking a place to stay. And it's like, yeah, that's quirky, that's fun, but it's like it's also like if that happens in real life, that no. Like
No, like you're screwed if that happens in real life.
yeah, like but anyway,
yeah,
very cute.
very cute. I wrote it's very cornball,
Yes.
but very cute.
Yeah.
Maximum corn, but also maximum cute. So
Yeah, agreed.
that one was fun. The next one that we saw was Mother Mary.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow is really, truly the word I can say.
Yeah.
I left that movie feeling so confused about what I had just seen. Still am to this day.
Yeah,
confused.
honestly, I still don't really totally understand what that was about. But it was cool. Like I loved the aesthetic of Mother Mary as a pop star though.
Yes, 100%.
Loved that.
Yeah, she was killing it as the pop star. I saw a TikTok earlier and they were like, I honestly believe so much in my own personal dreams now because if that script got made with literally Anne Hathaway playing the main character, like anything can happen. Like anything can get greenlit. And
Period.
honestly, I agree with that. So
yeah.
Reach for the stars and your dreams will come true. Moral of the story.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Retweet.
Lastly, we saw the most anticipated, at least for me, Hokum.
Yeah. Okay,
Yo,
listen.
Go run to see that movie.
That was good.
If you're listening to this podcast, you will love the movie. So go see it.
Yeah.
It was iconic.
Yes.
It was
very
thrillifying.
Shocking at some points. You didn't know what was happening. It would. Yeah.
Like, no, honestly, one of the best horror movies I've seen in recent times. Like that, it was. And also, my favorite thing is that they wrapped up every question I had. There was no question. True. And I even looked to Savannah and I said, bro, if they don't talk about this person again, I'm going to be so mad.
Yeah.
And then they wrap it up. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because normally horror movies, they leave you, like the endings aren't normally good like that or like wrapped up. So I was like.
Yeah, that one was actually like,
amazing.
I would rewatch that one again. And like, it's almost like, I don't know. I really liked it.
Me too.
Like, I don't know if I would say comforting, but like somehow it did have a comforting vibe. I don't know.
It did. The creepiest comfort vibe.
Yeah,
you can imagine.
Weird. Yeah. But also I did love that it was it takes place in Ireland and it made us all want to go to Ireland.
It did. It really did.
So
yeah, iconic. So run to see that movie if you can.
Yeah.
Out of all the ones that we mentioned, that's the one that you should see. Also, we updated you guys on Haters, but we never updated you guys on here. We saw freaking Bruno Mars.
Yeah. Oh my God. We've been doing a lot recently. Yeah. See, that's
why we've been busy.
Unfortunately, why we had to skip last week. Mainly because of the Bruno Mars concert.
Yeah.
But no, that was amazing. It was like
he can put on a show.
Yeah.
He is, oh my God, he had a freaking cape. It was called the Romantic Tour. He had a cape that said the romantic tour, but in highlights, like in different colors from everything else, it was like the man. And I was like, that is just the most iconic outfit. And I want the cape for myself.
Like, yeah, it was cute. I love that.
Yeah, his fits, everything.
And
dance moves, fire.
The angel baby cam.
The angel baby cam. If only we weren't so far away, we should have been on that.
Yeah.
But I love that he has an angel baby cam. Yeah. Like, he's such a baby boy, you know. I just love him.
Oh my gosh.
And Silk Sonic. Oh my God. You could have killed me that day and I would have been fine.
For real.
Like I was so happy. I couldn't talk for probably 4 days for real afterwards. Like fully. Yeah. I'm finally healed. It took about a week. So yeah. It was incredible. So yeah, we've been having some fun. Needless to say.
Yeah.
Anything else for the people? Savannah.
I felt like there was something else I wanted to bring up, but I'm like, did I write it down in my notes? Of course not. Okay, well, let's just get into... Oh, wait, no, okay. We do want to mention, we have moved up in the world as podcasters, okay?
Yes, we have.
Guys, we have a mixer.
Yes, we do.
And we do have some sound effects now.
We do.
So, if you hear us do some random sound effects,
just know we're having fun up here.
We're having fun, yeah.
The fun continues as we've been saying.
Yes, and hopefully, I think we've got all our settings down. But if things sound a little different, that's why.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm just gonna say that now.
We'll work on it.
But yeah, but yeah, we got a mixer now. So if you
we do, that was supposed to be a clap. Sorry to the people. I don't know the buttons fully yet.
If you know anything about like audio recording and stuff like that, you're probably amazed that we made it this far without one.
Everybody else was.
Yes. But yeah, so
here we are, professionals.
We're professionals now.
Duh.
Yeah.
As you can tell, well, I also have been off of this podcast. I haven't had headphones on my head.
Yeah.
In months because things weren't working clearly.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful to be plugged in and locked in today.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, and that's the reason we really had to do it is because Taylor's headphones stopped working. So.
Right.
Yep.
Crazy.
But, all right, and we are back at it with the cards.
Yeah, we haven't pulled a card in a long time.
We haven't because I accidentally left them at home, but we got them now. Time to pull a tarot card.
Yeah, I have not held these. It's been a minute, so
yeah,
I'm excited. They feel fresh in me.
Oh, what's the card?
Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, okay, Wheel of Fortune.
First of all, have you guys ever seen Wheel of Fortune? I love Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
Oh my gosh,
I'm like a grandma.
I don't watch it anymore, but I used to, like when I was younger, love Wheel of Fortune.
My mom almost made it on Wheel of Fortune one time.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. She was like the alternate, and then they didn't call her, which was so unfortunate because she really thought she was about to go on.
That's cool.
I know. I wish she did.
Where in California?
No, they had a casting at Haynes Mall, like back in high school. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
and she
crazy.
went. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Like they were recording it here? Wait.
Well, no, they came here and they were doing games, and then the winners of the games were going to be flown out, and they did, but just not my mom. She was the alternate. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, the card Wheel of Fortune, astrological correspondence of Jupiter, and the Wheel of Fortune shows that opportunity is abundant. All things have a cycle, both good and bad. One makes you appreciate the other, and each can offer new options to the situations faced.
Okay. It was right side up.
Okay, upright. Luck, change, karma, and destiny.
I'm loving the sound of that. I knew it was a good card actually when I pulled it. And yeah. I am feeling like the Wheel of Fortune is coming true in my life right now, so
yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have some good luck is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Good. Well deserved good luck.
Yeah.
Well deserved. Also, I have never pulled the Wheel of Fortune card, and it's one of my favorites because just Wheel of Fortune in general.
Yes. Yep.
So I'm excited. It's a good day.
Yeah.
But Savannah, it's also a good day to get into your story because I am so excited.
Listen, guys, my story this week,
Like, I'm just excited to learn.
Listen.
And I got my headphones on. I'm locked in. Play Addison Rae. Like,
we have to. Okay. I need to start this off with an unfortunate story of how we came about this, like what I'm about to tell you.
Correct. Correct.
So we were in Savannah, Georgia, right? It's our last day there. We're actually like getting ready to head home, and like we had to check out of our Airbnb at like 11. We had some time, so I was like, okay, like let's find a place to get coffee or something, and before we have to go, right? And I look up on Google Maps, there's a place you can walk around the block and go get a coffee. So I'm like, all right, yeah, let's just do that. And everyone's like, yeah, let's do it. I picked the wrong place, guys.
To her defense, it looked really cool.
Yeah,
the aesthetic
it did look really cool.
It was there. The vibe was up.
Yeah. So anyway.
From the pictures, at least.
So this place was called Mate Factor. And it looked a little suspicious with like the people who were working there. Mm-hmm. And I think afterwards, like honestly, I didn't really look into it at all, but my sister, Victoria, she did, right? Like she looked into it, or I don't know if she heard something from someone. I don't know. But she messaged us like a day later and was like, guys, that place we went to, it's run by a cult.
Yes. It is. And honestly, when we were there, it was giving nothing but cult vibes. Yeah. Truly.
It's really unfortunate that I gave them money because, yes, I did pay for everyone's coffee. And so, yeah, I gave them money. But.
Well, technically, you used the money that was given to you from the Venmo. Right. So, technically, everybody who bought Savannah a drink supported that cult, not us.
That's true. You're right.
And that's just true. Mm-hmm. So. Our hands are clean in this situation.
Okay, but you're right. You're right. Okay. So, I decided today that I was going to look into this cult and see, okay, like how bad could they really be? Guys.
If you have to ask that question, it's probably not good.
They're pretty bad. Okay. So, we're going to learn about the 12 tribes today, okay?
Okay. All right. Let's get into it.
So, first of all, they do operate communes in 22 states. In the United States.
Oh my God, that's half.
And in different countries as well, like many different countries.
Wow.
And they have many businesses, which I'm going to name later. And we accidentally found ourselves at one of their businesses, Mate Factor. So, getting into it, this cult, how did it get started? Okay. The founder, his name was Albert oh my gosh. my tongue getting tired here. Okay. Albert Eugene Spriggs Jr., but he went by Eugene. So Eugene Spriggs. He was born in 1937. And his parents were named Mabel and Albert Sr. And he grew up in Tennessee. So Eugene, he grew up, got a degree in psychology. He had many jobs as a young adult, labor jobs. He was a high school guidance counselor, tour director of a travel agency, and he was even like in the army for a bit. So he just like was doing all of it, trying to find his place in the world, you know, as you do. Mm-hmm. He also was divorced 3 times, which... You know, in today's day, that's one thing. In the 50s...
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's bold in the 50s. Today, it's normal, but not then.
Right. Exactly. And he did actually have a child with his first wife, but the wife did take the child in the divorce, so he didn't really have any contact with him. Thankfully, once you learn what happens later.
True.
Okay, so at age 32, he is divorced 3 times. And you know where he ended up? He is working as a carny in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, as he's working here at the carnival, he hears the voice of God.
Of course we don't have the sound for that, but I could be the angels.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's what they all say.
Yeah, that's what they all say, of course. You know what? I'm so sorry, but if you hear the voice of God, literally, please go see a therapist or
Please
something.
go see a doctor.
Yes, please.
Genuinely.
Don't start a cult instead.
No, please don't.
So anyway, he says looking back at his time working at the carnival, he says that it gave him a look at the most sinful and debauched aspects of life.
Well, you're the freaking carny, sir. So, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Of him to be judgmental.
I know.
Like,
I guess he didn't do anything wrong. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's also what they all say.
Yeah.
I also find it very fascinating that this man has a psychology degree and is the owner operator of a cult. So.
Right. Yeah. So we'll see. Okay. So after hearing God, he decides that this life as a carny is just not the life for him. And he moves to California, as you do when it's like the late 60s, early 70s.
For sure.
So he's basically following the hippie movement. And side note, the hippie movement, like, I've always seen as like a fun, great time and like something that I would have wanted to be a part of. But actually, like, once you like dig into it, it's really just the boomer generation. So like you gotta think about that.
Yeah.
And they were still very conservative.
Yeah.
And they're more like hippies in the aspect of like they don't care about anybody else.
Yeah.
Like they only care about themselves and
they
like
still do.
Yeah.
To this day.
So it's not fully what you think.
No. They got the rose-colored glasses on the hippie era for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah. Homophobic, misogynistic, racist, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So yeah, just maybe not as great as what the media kind of paints for it.
Yeah. Totally.
So anyway, yeah, just the hippies that we think of in general are not the majority. Like maybe there were some out there like that, but
for sure there
were.
But yeah.
So, also there was a hippie like Jesus movement at the same time.
Interesting.
Which like painted Jesus as like a social justice figure. And like created this whole counterculture religion type thing. And that's kind of where he fell into it, you know?
I see.
And so Eugene, he created a ministry in California, of course. And he said he wanted to reach young people who were not going to church, particularly those turned off of faith from their parents.
Great. Great.
Yeah, which I don't really understand. He's like, okay, yeah, people who don't want to go to church anymore because their parents made them. And it's like, how are you going to get them back
Well, I feel like he's like, people who are like that, but they were once in the church, so they will feel the guilt still. And they're young enough that their minds can be manipulated. Yeah. That's, I feel like, his thought process.
No, yeah. So yeah, that's what he was trying to do. And he also gets married again.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
In 1972 to Marcia Ann Duval. And they moved back to Chattanooga. So, back to Tennessee. So, in Tennessee, they founded a Bible study group called the Vine Christian Community Church. And they named it after their home, which they named the Vine House.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming there's vines all over it.
I guess so. I honestly didn't even look it up.
Yeah, who cares? Sorry, not.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, possibly. But anyway, so at this point they are taking in like desperate people, like dropouts, criminals, people who are disowned by their families, just like people who have nowhere else to turn to. They're like, you can come to us, okay? And he also invites them to the church, but also to his home too. So he's like, you guys can come and like live in my home.
Yeah,
too.
You're my family.
Basically.
If you're audio only, I'm rolling my eyes so much over
like,
here.
We're a group together, and yeah. So,
Cool.
Okay, so yeah, he's inviting all these people to the church and to live in his home. And in 1974, there's like 50 to 60 people living with the Spriggs in the Vine house.
Oh my God. And how big is this house?
I was just going to say, I don't even know how big this house is. So I'm not sure.
That's insane. Like, that is.
Yeah, please look it up for me because I forgot to look it up. We can see. So they're living in this house and they start asking for donations from everyone. Because like at first everybody was living there for free, and then they're like, okay, like guys, we need money for like food and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so it's the Vine house?
Yeah, and the Vine house, Eugene Spriggs.
Like nothing comes up.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Oh, actually, yes, it does. Okay, it is a big house.
Okay.
It is a gorgeous big house.
Oh, dang. Wow. Okay, no, I honestly totally get it because if you were like homeless or like and you're like they're like, come live in this house with us.
This looks like a mansion, like a small mansion.
Yeah.
It's not just the house. Like that's crazy.
That's awesome. Okay. So anyway,
Savannah's like, I'm joining.
Right. So they start like asking people for donations. They're like, okay, like we're trying to build a community here. We can all chip in. And then they buy 3 more homes because they're like expanding. They need more space. And they also buy a restaurant that they name the Yellow Deli. Have you ever heard of the Yellow Deli?
I have. Yes, I have. And what that's interesting is because like I've heard of the Yellow Deli, but I never heard of Mate Factor.
Right.
So I never would have connected the dots.
Right.
I have heard though. I have heard of the Yellow. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and people say don't go there.
Yeah, absolutely. They all say do not go there. I've seen it on the news.
I'm surprised okay, like side note, like I'm surprised nobody tried to recruit us at the Mate Factor.
I would agree. And also I was gonna say I'm surprised that because we looked at the reviews.
Yeah.
But they obviously pay to remove them. The bad ones.
Yeah, no, you're
obviously,
right. You're
they
so
do.
Right.
Sorry, not.
The food, like the stuff wasn't even that good either.
No. Let me be horrible. So real. No.
Anyway, okay, so yeah, they start the Yellow Deli, and they advertise that if you're a runaway or a hitchhiker or have nowhere to go, then you can come here to get a free meal. And, you know, that sounds good to people, right? But, of course, they say you get a free meal, but then they're going to try to recruit you, you know?
Yeah. I'm really glad they didn't try to recruit us.
Because basically they're like, okay, if you feel like you're getting something for free, then you might feel like you owe them something. So then you hear them out, and one thing leads to another.
Yeah. They gotcha.
So, at this point, Spriggs and his followers still attended a Presbyterian church to keep up appearances because they're like, okay, like we're just a Bible study group, like we're not,
we're not a church.
Yeah. So they're still going to church every week. And also the Yellow Deli is so successful that they opened a coffee house, which I don't know if this is a different coffee house or if it's when they opened Mate Factor. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. But they do open another restaurant. And they also like at this time they went by the Light Brigade. That was like their name.
I'm sorry, that is such a lame name. I'm so sorry to those people.
Oh my gosh. And while the Grateful Dead was on tour, they would actually follow them.
They were deadheads?
Not really, because they would follow them to be with the Deadheads.
Because they wanted to recruit the Deadheads.
Kind of, yeah. Because they would offer first aid or food to them when they were on like substances.
Yeah, they were tripping. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like really preying on some people.
Yeah.
Like heavily.
Yeah.
Wow.
They followed the tour just to, for them.
People who they know are using psychedelics, who they know are inebriated. That's really messed up. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm shaking my head over
here. So yeah. And the benefit at this point of time, is that like you don't really need to worry about capitalism, really. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like honestly, that's like that's a positive I see. That's honestly like the one thing I see about cults. It's like, okay, it's an alternative to capitalism, and it's like it is a community, even though like most of these cults end up being like bad and like they're controlling and everything. They start off, you know, or like even not even like just when they're trying to get you into the cult, um they sell you with the, community.
Yeah. 100%.
So it's just like honestly, I would love that part of it, but obviously like I'm smart enough to know that a cult is a cult and it's bad.
Yeah.
But
I couldn't be in a cult, but I could run a cult.
right, I'm like, if we ran one, it wouldn't be evil and we would have community, so like
but also like it would, we can, but the thing is like people can't join. Like it's closed. It's a closed cult. I mean, like other than the people we know, like random people, we're not acquiring them.
We're not recruiting. No, okay.
Because I think that's what makes you a bad cult. That's how the evil starts, I think.
I guess, yeah. I think it really gets with like people who have a power like thing, like they want to be in control of everything. That's when it's bad. So you just have to have a good leader, and I feel like they'd be good leaders.
I agree. Completely agree. Do you guys agree? Let us know. I'll make that the question this week. Should we start a cult and would you join?
Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. Yeah, like so far like this cult not like that bad. Not that
typical bad. pretty typical,
like beginnings of the guys, cult. We have just a community,
We're a family.
Yeah, and obviously the church aspect, which I'm not always for the church aspect, but whatevs. But things do take a turn, unfortunately,
as they always do.
In 1975, the First Presbyterian Church that they were going to, they decided to cancel a Sunday worship session so that the pastor could watch the Super Bowl.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like, he wanted to see the Super Bowl, and he's like, guys, it's fine. Like,
I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
Personally.
But Eugene, of course, he finds this really offensive. He's like, why would you cancel like a worship session? Are you kidding? So he uses this as an excuse to break the group away from the church and like basically start ramping up the cultness of the church. Yeah.
He was just looking for any crack or crevice to slide into.
Yeah, basically. So he's like, yeah, like, no, we're gonna have our own church now, basically.
Great.
So yeah, this is where things start to get bad. He starts hosting Sunday services at a local park, actually.
Okay.
And from 1975 to 1978, local churches actually protested against the light brigade at the park. And local papers in Tennessee, they started to accuse them of being a cult.
Clocking them early.
And then eventually, like, the cult was renamed to the 12 Tribes.
Do we know what that means at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of. It's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I skipped over this. 2 colleges banned students from eating at the Yellow Deli because so many people were dropping out of college to join the cult.
Oh my God.
And when they dropped out, like, they would get somebody from the cult would go to the college with the person and like go to the whoever their advisors or whoever, and be like, yeah, we're leaving because I'm joining this group. And so they knew it was because of this cult.
That's
so
terrible.
They're like, no, nobody, you can't go to Yellow Deli.
How do they stop them?
They just, I mean, I don't know, but I guess they're just like, don't go there.
Wow. That's a big yikes.
Anyway, so they renamed to the 12 Tribes, and basically, I guess it was named this because like, Eugene, he was one of the first cult leaders to incorporate Judaism into the Christian, like, into Christianity, I guess.
Mm.
So he kind of like mixed them a little bit, and
Interesting.
there's something with like, I don't know, it was kind of confusing trying to dissect why it's called the 12 tribes, but I guess they have 12 different I think it's like 12 different areas in the world. It's like the southeast of the United States is one tribe,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the northeast is another tribe. It's like sections, and there's
Okay.
12 of them.
I see. That makes sense.
Yeah. And they're all named after like a god or something. I don't know. They're named after some sort of like name in the Bible or something. I don't really know the Bible like that. So
fair.
But it's, yeah, they're named after, they have some sort of meaningful name. But yeah, they do incorporate like Judaism in there a little bit, kind of. I guess just picking and choosing what they want.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, because kids do have mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs, and like they celebrate different Jewish holidays as well as Christian holidays. So they celebrate like the Sabbath on Sundays. So anyway, it's just a mixture, I guess. So anyway, so the 12 tribes, they say that there's going to be like the return of the Messiah, which I think that's kind of just like a common thing, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like each tribe of the 12 groups is supposed to grow to 1,200 members so that they can equal 144,000 people.
Oh, okay.
And these 144,000 are supposed to be included in God's millennial kingdom.
Okay.
So it's crazy.
It honestly really, really blows my mind that people can get into stuff like this.
I know.
Like, I genuinely don't understand.
Get it.
Like, and they believe that.
Like, I think you get into it softly, and then you, like, over time, start to believe anything they say.
That's, right? Like, I just don't, I don't know. I guess maybe my brain is just wired different. Also, but, like, I just don't think they could convince me.
Maybe they're just really convincing, though. I don't know.
I see right past all the BS, I feel like. But I don't know. Yeah. Maybe that's my neurodivergence. I don't really know.
True. I know. Okay, so now, trigger warning. I'm about to get into, like, the real bad stuff.
Oh, good. Buckling up.
Okay. So, eventually this cult, and basically Eugene, he decides that the biggest problem in the world is disobedience.
Great.
It's like you need to be obedient to God, and children need to be obedient to their parents.
He's like, I have this whole cult, but I still don't feel powerful enough.
Yeah, basically. So, to make the children, because we're focusing on the children now, make the children more obedient, they start beating the children.
Wow.
So yeah, that's like a really big theme here that we're going to be talking about. Also, Eugene did take on a new name, like Yonek.
Okay. Okay.
And it's like a Hebrew name, so I don't know. I'm still calling him Eugene, but whatever.
Yeah.
And also he did his goal for his whole church changed as well. He wanted to build a church that was impossible for children to leave.
And people are signing up for this. I'm sorry. That is so scary. What do you mean?
I know. I'm just saying. Okay. Pause. Because I'm just thinking about, like, when we were at that restaurant, the Mate Factor, and there were children across the street.
Yeah.
In this cult. Like, you could tell they were part of the group.
I'm sickened. They were like, we need to go take a family picture.
Yeah.
And there was like 30, not literally, but there's probably like 7 at least children out there running around.
I wish I got a better look at them because...
Oh, that actually breaks my heart. I feel bad for those children. Also, that's psycho. If anybody ever tells you they want to make something where people can't leave, that's the biggest red flag of all.
I know.
You should be able to do whatever you want to do, baby. If you want to stay in this crazy cult, that's fine.
Right.
But if you want to leave, you should be able to.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I feel like I listen, guys. I want to keep going, but I do have a lot more. So I don't know.
Part
What do we think?
2.
Do we think extra long episode or part 2?
Well, you have the notes, not me. But I feel like it's. I feel like we should have part 2.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. We're okay. Next week, we're.
Listen, you had to set it up. You had to set up the context, and we're about to dive in the deep end next week.
Yeah.
That's oh my. And listen, I don't even personally want to wait till next week to hear the story, but the suspense is good, and yeah, I think we have to. Guys, I feel terrible that we actually went there. I didn't even
tell you like the sickening part.
No, I know. Like we haven't even got into it, but like I'm already ill about it.
I know.
Like, ugh.
Like to me, like a lot of the cults I've learned about are disassembled, not real anymore. This one's so real.
That's what I was gonna say. Wait, do you know if he's still alive? Eugene?
No.
Good.
He died in like 2023.
Oh dang, he died recently.
Or maybe 2021. I don't know. Yeah,
still, that's recent. That's recently. Wow. Yeah, I don't listen. I'm a fan of zero cults. Actually, if we're gonna be so real, I hate every cult. I don't think that there can be a good cult personally.
No.
And like genuinely, I actually don't think that they can be. Maybe like I wouldn't call like what we want to do a cult. I would call that something else.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that's yeah, and it's crazy because we don't even have the whole story, and I'm already floored. Like I'm floored. Yeah. No. Well.
Sorry, guys. Part 2 next week.
There was no point in that story where I felt like I could use that. I was like, what, child abuse? Like, no, I can't do that. But
oh my gosh.
We can have it after.
I feel like I said so much, but I also like didn't even get into it. But
I feel like I already learned so much.
Okay.
Like you literally just had to set it up. Like that was a lot of setup. Honey, we had to learn about Eugene and his life and
right, like
because you gotta see where the cult leader comes from because that's where it all stems from.
And he worked at that carnival, like.
And then he was like, "Carnies are bad. You're okay. You hold up the mirror, sir."
I hear God. I doubt it. He's probably just like sitting at the carnival one day. He's like, "Listen, I could start something."
Yes, I think he had that seed planted when he studied psychology in college.
Like I honestly think all cult leaders do not actually believe anything they're saying at all.
Absolutely, ever. They do not. Well, there is one. I forget what the cult is called, but it's on Netflix, and it's literally one I'll never forget, and it's the lady, like Mother God or something like that.
Oh, that lady who was drinking all that.
Yeah, she drinks the colloidal silver, and it turns her blue.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's going to kill you. And she's like, no, it's going to heal me. That's what God, and she literally died from it.
Yeah, like she believed what she was saying.
So I think maybe some do, but most, I would argue, do not believe.
Yeah.
But I always think about that blue lady. Every time.
Me too. I honestly had that in the back of my mind too.
Like I actually think about her every single day.
Yes.
Like it's crazy. We found colloidal silver at that one store. Remember?
Yes.
In Lexington. I took a picture of it because I was like, "Oh, it's the lady in blue. Should I get some?"
Oh my God. Okay.
Don't.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on. So we went to Savannah. Obviously, we dealt with the cult. We obviously also dealt with some ghosties. So before I tell you my story, I have to tell you that the Airbnb that we stayed in, potentially haunted.
Yeah.
And by potentially, unfortunately, I think it was definitely haunted.
Definitely.
It was beautiful. It was such a beautiful Airbnb. It was very old though, and you could tell that it was. I'm trying to think of the first thing that happened. I think so. Me and two other of our friends were staying in a room upstairs, and we were all three up there, like just getting stuff out of our bags. And one of our friends, Callie, she says, "What?" And me and Olivia go, "Huh?" And she says, "What did you guys just say to me?" It was completely silent. Like from me and Olivia's perspective, completely it was silent in that room. And Callie was like, "I heard y'all just say Callie." And we said, "Callie, no, we didn't." No, we didn't. And like genuinely, we did not. So that was for one. Something called her name in there, allegedly. For two, I was upstairs and everybody else was downstairs, and we had alarms on the doors and that would go off, like back door open, front door open, whatever. Um, and everybody comes running upstairs and they're like, Taylor, did you just go outside? Did you just go outside? I was not. I was getting my purse on my bed, completely inside, getting my shoes on. And I was like, no, I did not go outside. And they were like, well, the door, like nobody opened the door, but it was like the back door is open. And so, who's to say? Was that all the haunted stuff in the Airbnb?
Yeah, and just I don't know, I feel like the doors would just open.
Oh, the doors would definitely just open. I thought maybe people were just leaving them open. I don't know.
Yeah.
Unsure. Very unsure.
I don't know.
But yeah, so that happened. And then we also went on a hearse ghost tour.
Yep.
Where they were encouraging us at every stop to take pictures and stuff, and that people have gotten ghosts in the pictures. But to be fair, they never stopped the car for us to take like a very steady, still picture. Every picture was blurry, essentially. So then we turned on the lives. We all took a million pictures. And what's very interesting is that Savannah's sister caught a picture, and it's like a live, and it really genuinely looks like somebody, specifically it looks like a bride, in my opinion, in like a white veil, standing in the window. Like moving into the window and standing there. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay.
But when we all went back through the pictures, every single other picture that we all took, which we were all there at the same exact time, had nothing in the window.
Yeah. No, that was really weird.
It was really weird. Makes no sense. And yes, could it have been a shadow? Maybe. But I don't know. It just feels weird that it only one person caught it. It looks humanoid, and I was like, okay, well, let me look up this house. Turns out this is the one house we did not cover in Savannah. So obviously I had that story for you today, and you'll find it very interesting what I'm about to tell you. So
I'm ready.
I have for you the legend of the Mercer-Williams house in Savannah, Georgia. I promise we'll be taking a very long break from Savannah, Georgia stories. Like, we might have honestly covered them all at this point. But, of course, we had to share one final one. So, anyway, this very spooky but also very gorgeous house sits on Monterey Square today. When we went on that ghost tour, I learned something about Savannah I never knew, that there are multiple different squares, and they're essentially like the traffic circles of the city.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
There's like 20 of them, and I would have never known that. Like, we've definitely walked through multiple of them, but I honestly thought they were all the same one. Then driving, I was like, oh, they're multiple, and they're all different. So, yeah. Wild. There was a Taylor Square, I must say. Flips the hair. My square. But anyway, this house sits on Monterey Square. And very fun fact, this house is most associated with the John Berendt novel, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, which is a very dramatic telling of the story I'm going to tell you today. Okay. It's a real story, which I did not know. The tour guide told us this. I had heard of this, but I had never seen it or read it at all. But they also turned the book into a movie starring Clint Eastwood. But again, I've not seen or read it.
Right.
You haven't either.
No.
Yeah. So we were absolutely clueless.
Yeah.
About that, truly. But anywho, the Mercer-Williams house was started in 1860, but it actually took until 1868 to complete due to the delays caused by, I don't know, just the Civil War.
Yeah, just that.
You know. Low-key. So it was originally designed for General Hugh Wheaton Mercer by architect John Norris. But once the war started, he quickly ran away and wanted no part. The architect. He was like, oh no, I'm not staying here for the war. I honestly can't blame him.
I mean, I get that.
If there was a war, would you stay to finish the job? I don't think I would.
I don't know.
I wouldn't risk my life. So General Hugh Mercer was unable, because of this, to finish his dream home, and no one in the Mercer family has ever lived in the Mercer-Williams house.
Really?
They named it after him because he's the one that built it and designed it, kind of, but yeah, nobody ever lived there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yep, so the house was sold to a man named John Wilder, who finished building the house, And it was owned after that by many different people. It even became a Shriner's Temple at one point. That's
what
like
does that mean?
It's like the old men in the weird hats, like the Freemasons.
Okay.
Like one of those temples or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how I feel about the dang Freemasons, but moving on. After it was the Shriner's Temple, it sat vacant for 10 years before it finally found a new owner in 1969. So,
okay.
Hold on to that, and let me tell you the backstory.
All right.
So, the owner in 1969, Jim Williams, he was well known throughout the town as an antique dealer and a preservationist. He had a huge love and respect for Savannah, like as a city, and its history and its architecture. So over the years, Jim bought and restored over 50 houses in Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
We can honestly like give it up to him for preserving most of the houses that we've seen on the tour.
Okay.
So I can appreciate him for that, I will say. Yep. So obviously after this house had sat empty, vacant for 10 years, he had a lot of work to do to restore it. And this was the first one that he restored. So it was a big task. Mm-hmm. It took him 2 years to do it. But he did make it really awesome. So another fun fact, Jim was known to throw extremely extravagant parties. He was lit. Okay. Like, I'm talking, these parties were the absolute talk of the town. Everybody wanted to be invited. People were fighting to be invited.
Dang, at this house?
Yes.
Like, I want to go.
Yes, at this house. And, yeah, so people were fighting, but the parties came to a very abrupt ending in 1981.
Okay.
Why, you may ask?
Yeah, why?
Well, the suspense. Jim was actually in a secret relationship with his very much so younger assistant, 21-year-old Danny Hansford.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So not only was there an age gap, but this was also a gay age gap relationship in the 1980s.
Oh my God.
So wild. And on top of all of that, their relationship was very, 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 very toxic. And it ultimately ended with Danny pulling a gun on Jim. According to Jim, Danny's gun jammed, which left him just enough time to grab his own weapon and shoot Danny in self-defense, in air quotes.
Oh my
because,
God.
of course, we do not have Danny's side of the story. Danny died immediately.
Right.
So I'm not quite sure we can trust that, if I'm going to be honest. Also, Jim was the older one in the relationship. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know. So, of course...
I'm suspicious.
I'm sorry, Jim, but I am very suspicious for sure. And as were the police. He went to... There were actually 4 trials for this case. It was like very back and forth. People could not agree. It included 3 convictions, 3 appeals, and finally an acquittal, which means that he was eventually set free and allowed to return back to his home and his life. So they found him guilty. He appealed it, and they were like, okay, no. And then they found him guilty again, and this happened 3 times, and then they were like, you can just go.
Oh, my God. What?
So even though he definitely killed that man, he was free. He was free.
That's insane.
Yeah. Okay. But let me tell you the big tea. I had a lot of tea. Like, this story is just straight piping hot tea. Seriously.
Oh, my God. Okay. I'm ready.
He returns home a free man.
Yep.
6 months after he returns home, he gets hit with pneumonia and dies from heart failure. Where does he die, you may ask?
Yeah, where?
He collapsed to his death directly on the spot where Danny was shot dead. Some call it Danny's last revenge.
I think it was. I think it was.
I personally, in my soul and my heart, know it was. Mm-hmm. It was Danny's revenge, and he got it.
Yeah.
Served hot and piping, just like the tea.
He did something. I don't know. He got his ghostly little hands in there and like squeezed his heart or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. So Jim and Danny are actually not the only deaths to happen at the Mercer-Williams house, though. In 1969, before Jim bought the house, actually, an 11-year-old boy named Tommy Downs entered the, at the time, abandoned house. Remember, it sat abandoned for 10 years. So the legend says that Tommy Downs was chasing birds, and the birds went into the abandoned house, and tragically he fell from the roof. Now, some stories say the roof, some stories say the second story balcony, but regardless, he fell and landed on the wrought iron fence with spike top lodging into his head.
Oh, no.
Absolutely so terrible. I'm talking so bad, and he was just a baby, and he didn't know any better. Yeah, and there,
Oh my
I
gosh,
will say there are some reports of, like, his friend talking about, like, how he was there and saw the whole thing, and some people are like, did you push him off? Like, was it really like him chasing a bird? I don't really know the real story. It's kind of all just legend. So could he have been pushed? Maybe. But either way, it's bad. It's bad, bad, bad. Oh my gosh. And he was just 11. So now that
Wait,
I've...
So,
oh,
sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
So he fell... You said it went through his head?
Yeah. Like, imagine, like, the spike fence, you know?
Yes, I know what I remember what the fence looked like.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I was not picturing his head.
Oh, and remember... Oh, Savannah, remember he showed us the one that they had to remove with his head?
Yes, but why did I think it was like through his chest? His head? That's crazy.
His head. Yeah.
That's giving Vlad the Impaler.
It is. Shout out Dracula. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it was crazy. And like, I understood at the time of the tour guide telling us like a little boy fell on this, and that's why they had to, like, because only one spike is missing from the whole fence.
Yeah.
And yes, I heard him, but it wasn't until I was like writing this story that I really heard him, and I was like, oh, his head was right there. Like right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's sickening.
I don't know if he said on the tour that it was through his head.
Oh.
I think he just said he got impaled, and I figured it was like through the chest for some reason. I don't know.
Because I mean, I guess that's how you would think, like Olaf gets impaled.
Oh my gosh. That just seems so much worse to me. Like,
but maybe it was more instant. That's like what I can hope for.
Like face down? I don't even want to think about it.
I don't know. No way is good, though. Think about it. I hope it was at least face up. Like to the sky.
I don't even know. I don't know.
That's terrible. God, what a horrible conversation. Anyway.
No. Yeah, sorry guys. No, I'm sorry. Okay. I just was thinking about it.
No, that's what they're here for. Okay. More piping tea. It's seriously unending. The house is currently owned by Dorothy Kingery, who is Jim Williams' sister. Mm-hmm. Oh. And the tea is that she's pretty, and by pretty I mean very, tight-lipped about the ghost activities in the house. She did open it as a museum, so you can go and tour it, but she does not promote the ghostly things at all. At all.
Okay.
She claims that she's never had an interaction of any kind at all.
I don't believe her.
No, I don't believe her at all, because also this has not stopped anybody. We have caught the ghostly activity from there.
Right.
Sorry, lady. But so many other people have caught things here. So apparently us also included. Mm-hmm. But the most seen ghost at this place is Jim, which definitely makes sense. Most reports of Jim's ghost come from the staff of the museum, and the workers have claimed to see this man walking around the halls of the house, and they look up at the photo on the wall and they're like, oh, I just saw Jim. Hold on. Like, that's kind of my favorite kind of ghost story, is where they think there's just somebody else in the house, and then they later see the picture and they're like, oh, wait, that person's dead. But I did see them earlier.
Wait, oh my God. I can't even imagine going through that.
No, I hope that happens to me one day. I claim it for myself so bad, though. Because that is like, that's honestly the only ghost story I can even believe.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Because what do you mean? So I'm claiming that happens to me one day. Okay. There's also, of course, the ghost of Danny. We already know that Jim took his last breath in that exact spot that he died. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't seem like a coincidence. And obviously most people do believe that the ghost of Danny did that. But the legend says that before Jim died, in the 6 months that he lived in the house after he was free, he said that he was experiencing some dark and scary things. And he didn't really get in depth to like the public about what he was going through. But he was going through so much that he called a voodoo practitioner to come and cleanse his house. before he died. And
Okay.
so to
I
me,
mean,
like,
that seems pretty serious.
like if Danny's actual literal ghost isn't haunting the house, Danny's like ghost in this man's head for killing him was the guilt was getting him one way or the other, if it's Danny's ghost or not. So yeah. But I will say that ever since Jim died, people do not really claim to see Danny anymore. So either it was the guilt or he was able to move on once his killer.
I was gonna say like
done for.
It like kind of resolved the unresolved, you know.
Totally.
What's it called?
Yeah, like, you know, when you're a ghost, you like normally have. They say that you have to stay on Earth if you have like.
It's like unresolved something. What am I missing the word? I'm missing the word.
I'm missing it too. But you know what we're saying. You know.
You like there's there was something that like needed to happen, and I feel like that really solved it. So just like cleaned up their issues. He got his revenge almost, and then he's like, you know what,
yeah. He's like, all right, afterlife, here I come.
Or if we're looking at it in a different way, like maybe he was waiting for him to pass on, and they're still in love.
Yeah, if they were in love, like maybe they'll be toxic forever together. Like, truly.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Truly. Moving on. There is also the ghost of Tommy Downs, the little boy that fell. Tommy is known as the photo bombing ghost. People often take photos of the Mercer-Williams house, and no one will be there at the time, but in the pictures, they'll go back and they will find a little boy with blonde hair, and that is said to be Tommy. I will say, I have looked at the picture so much since then. Our picture is not of a little boy. No. If it's not a woman in a white gown, it's a shadow. Like, it is either one of the two. Yeah.
So do you think it's like, I mean, is there anybody else that it could be?
There was nothing that I found. Or like,
it's just somebody that maybe they don't really report about.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Or just like somebody, or maybe it's just like they don't know what happened to this person. Yeah. Like, I don't know. But I just thought it was very interesting that there is a photo bombing ghost here, and this is where our photo was bombed, but it's not from the little boy.
Mm-hmm. But do they mean photo bombing like, oh, somebody's taking a picture of a person and they're going to be in it too?
No, they mean when you take pictures of the house.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. So I don't think that we caught the ghost of Tommy Downs, but I do think that we caught something in that picture.
I know. It's weird. Very. And it's like only really in the the video version of the picture.
Yeah, like we took live
in the
photos.
Live picture, not really.
Yeah, no, you can't see it at all in the still from the live, but then when you hold your finger on the live, you can see it move.
I wonder if I can put a live photo.
Yes, I have already saved it as a video.
Okay.
So I'll send it to you. We'll post it so you can see.
Yes.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Okay, one final thing. Probably my favorite part of this whole story is that I mentioned that Jim threw these really extravagant parties, right? Mm-hmm. His most popular parties were his Christmas parties, and actually his Christmas party was his last party before he died.
Oh.
Yep. He died in January of 1990, so the Christmas party of 1989 was his last party. And legend says if you pass by the house on the night of Jim's famous Christmas party, you will see the chandeliers illuminate, see the place really busy, and everyone is wearing really fancy outfits inside, but they're not real. That is said to be a ghost Christmas party. So,
what if it's somebody from the Christmas party?
It could be. It really could be.
It didn't really look like a party, but...
No. It didn't look like a party, but you never know. It also wasn't Christmas, but you never know. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I did mention that the house was bought by Dorothy Williams Kingery, who was Jim's sister.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I learned after I did all this research that she actually died in February of 2023. So she left the house to descendants of both her and Jim, and they still keep it open as the museum. Mm-hmm. So they are running it the same as her. But that's what I know of as today, and that is the legend of the Mercer-Williams house.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
I'm so glad that you covered that because I, like, when we saw it in person, I was just like, I need to know what happened here.
Yeah, I need to know so much more. Like, that seemed like the main house, like, on the tour. And I was like, of course this is the one.
Yeah.
It probably only felt like that because it was the one we didn't know.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I know, because all the other ones we were going around to,
We were like, hey, clock it. We know it.
yes, he's telling us the stories. I'm like, I remember that one. I remember that one.
Check, check, check. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yes.
Also for the people, if you remember my story on, dang, I forgot the house. Do we remember what I called it? No, what's it called? I'll find it. Hold on. Okay. Give me one moment. But the house that I covered on the previous Savannah, Georgia episode.
Oh, right.
The one with Francis. Okay, the one that I hate Francis.
Yes.
Really a lot.
No, I remember what it looks like too, but I don't remember.
Me too. It is called.
I'm so bad with remembering names.
The way that my phone. It's the sorrel weed house.
The sorrel, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So as we're passing, and he's telling us about the sorrel weed house, and he's telling us about Francis, and I'm like, boo, Francis, boo.
Yeah.
He then tells us that Francis Square, and I'm like, y'all really named the dang square after Francis? Anyway, I don't have to be mad.
I didn't even really realize that at the time.
I don't have to be mad about it anymore because as of this year, Francis Square is now Taylor Square. Woohoo!
Oh my God, wait.
Yeah. I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, thank God. Because
you really took that over for him.
I feel like my hate was thrown at him, and then they were like, all right, let's just rename it.
And it was this year?
That's what he said on the tour. So
I love that.
It's Taylor Square because we got to defeat Francis. Boo. Yes. He's boo.
Yeah.
So that made me happy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we love Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
We had a time.
It's my city.
It is her city. She owns it.
Exactly.
She's got the key up here. Can you find it? Oh. Let us know. It's like, where's Waldo? Well, anyway, go check out Haters, the podcast.
Go check out Haters.
And I guess that's really all I have for you guys. What about you?
Yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, you guys are going to have to come back next week for part 2 of my story.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm so ready. Come back for part 2, Crazy Cult part 2. Mm-hmm. But other than that, we will see you guys next week.
All right, cue the music.